Will it? Will it to absorb? Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to give you my evening skincare routine. I have you in such a precarious position, it's kind of hilarious. The tripod is in the sink, so at some point if you fall, won't be a surprise to me, might be a surprise to you. Today's video is sponsored by Skin & Me. If you've been following me for a long time, you'll know I've been using this for a really long time anyway. But I just kind of wanted to share with you my bare bones, this is my basic every single day skincare routine. If you'd be interested, I'll do bells and whistles, all the extra, masks and stuff like that. But this is I will do this every single day. I don't have any makeup on right now. My current cleanser, if I did have makeup on, is this one. Not because I'm bowled over by it, to be honest, but it's just the one that I've got. Previously I was using the DHC cleansing oil and I've just run out of that one. So I'm kind of just using whatever I have around. Similarly, I'm stealing this from my daughter. It's the CeraVe Hydrating Cleanser and I use it on this, which again will not come as a surprise, especially if you watch my vlogs. I'm forever using this and chatting with you guys. This is a facial cleansing device from a brand called FOREO. This one was sent to me and honestly, I didn't think that I was all about a facial cleansing brush. I thought it was kind of a little bit of a gimmick. And especially this one, it's got red light, it's got the microcurrent, all that kind of stuff. I, one day, last week, did not use this. I've been out drinking, so you know. But one day I didn't use this and I could tell immediately, I broke out straight away. So I really think this makes a big difference to keeping my skin clean. If I'm honest, if this died tomorrow, I would replace it with a kind of lower level version because I think it is actually the vibratey, scrubbery action rather than all of the bells and whistles that it has attached to it. But I really am completely converted to a facial cleansing device of some kind now. If you use one, let me know. But I have been really, really enjoying this one. My skin's never felt so clean. I'm still not 100% on, people tell me things all the time. Whenever I say I'm not 100% sure of the order in which we're supposed to use these skincare products, someone always says well, it's this, but then people tell me different things. So the one that I have decided to believe is that this is where I should go in with my Skin & Me daily doser. This is a dermatologist designed treatment plan and this is the most satisfying. You can see, where is it? There, that it gives you kind of individual doses and it gives you the exact right amount of products. Again, if you've watched anything where I talk about skincare before, I am prone to overusing products and damaging my skin barrier. I just kind of how much am I supposed to? So much stuff, and it gives me the exact right amount of product. The reason that I originally signed up to this, because I have used Skin & Me for, I think, more than 3 years at this point, was I'd seen a lot of great things about the ingredients, especially for melasma and pigmentation, because that is what I struggle with. I mean, you can kind of see it here. It's there. It was a lot worse at certain points, and this is the only thing that has really touched it. I've tried a lot of different things beyond actual treatments like lasers and things like that. The only at-home treatment that has ever touched my melasma is this, which is why I've continued to subscribe for so long. I also did sign up for my daughter when she was a teenager. She had really bad acne and I was looking into taking her to a dermatologist, and it was so, you had to wait so long. It was so inconvenient. You can do an online consultation with Skin & Me. You send in your photos, you do this quiz. It tells you what they think that you are going to need in a skincare treatment plan, and you get it delivered to your door. If you don't like it, they can change it. Frequently throughout the year, I think it's maybe every 6 months, maybe every quarter, I don't know, I probably should do an update. I'm probably due a, please send me a picture of your face, because they frequently ask you to send pictures, let's see how this is going, do we need to change anything? It just feels so personalised and it's so much more accessible. I spend so much money, so much wasted time on products for both of us, but especially for my pigmentation, I spent big money on things that just didn't work. So yeah, I also have a video if you're interested. I think maybe it was a 6-month, maybe it was a 12-month update, and I share pictures of before and afters that I think will be really convincing, especially if you've got pigmentation. I know that the ingredients that are in my doser should also over time help me with reducing fine lines and early signs of aging, that kind of thing, which is great. But really the thing that was in it for me was my melasma. But I do always want to mention the Ella factor because it cleared up her acne. She had real serious acne so quickly, and it was just incredible. They also offer a moisturiser, a cleanser, and a sunscreen now. So if you want to do your whole thing just to your door, you can also subscribe to those as additionals. But yeah, like I say, I can't say enough good things about it. I have talked it to death. Unsponsored. I was subscribed many months, in fact maybe a year before they ever contacted me, and I've continued to subscribe for a reason. If you are interested, you can get your first daily doser for $4.99. It's $24.99 every month after that, and you can find the link in the description below and use my code Michaela04Y to get that discount. So while it's been colder, while it's been kind of like wintry, I've definitely felt like I needed a little bit more hydration. And before, I was using an essence, and I was using that before I used my Skin Me Daily Doser. And then someone said, you should really do that on dry skin. So now I'm using this Curel Intensive Moisture Care Moisture Facial Milk. And I'm using this, once the kind of like, the skin in me has like settled, I use a little bit of this and just put it all over my skin. I'm going to do the, should we do the pretend we're a Vogue celebrity, and I'm going to just push it into my skin. Push it into my skin and just will it to absorb. Always, and it's supposed to go up, but always on the neck, on the chest if it wasn't inappropriate right now, and the hands, everything goes on my face, goes on my neck, my chest, and my hands pretty much all the time. So again, leave that to absorb a little bit, and I've got two things here that, although I did say I was going to do basic skincare, this is pretty much still basic skincare. I've got two things that I alternate and also kind of overlap. I'm very into moisture. So this, I'm not, like I can interchange my moisturisers, but at the moment I'm using this because it feels like light and very still hydration boosty. It's the Vichy Mineral 89 72-hour moisture boosting cream. So I'm using this, and it is kind of very gel-like in texture. You can kind of, it's like, it's a cream, but it's like it's very lightweight. So I've been using that like as my regular moisturiser. Let's not waste that, thank you. Just all over my face. And then if I feel like I've got any particularly dry areas, like if I've been weirdly getting this, I want to say someone told me it was called like ocular psoriasis or something. I've been getting this weird thing around my eyes where it will, and I'm going to show you something in a second, and I don't want you to think that this is what caused it, because it's not. It's happened long before I started using this thing, but I've been getting this, it kind of is like eczema just here around the edges of my eyes. Someone also told me it was perimenopause. Isn't everything? It feels like everything is perimenopause. So may I reintroduce you to E45. I was using a bunch of different things of varying price points. And then one day I was just like, oh God, my eye feels so sore. And I was in the supermarket and I thought, I'm just going to buy some good old E45. And I put that when I get a little bit dry, which I was kind of feeling last night. It gets very red just in the corners. And I kind of put it a little bit here. And it works really well. I mean, you know, just standard stuff, isn't it? It works really well to just kind of get rid of that redness. It can kind of be a little bit dry and flaky sometimes. It's strange. Another place I get dry and flaky is my chin, and that tends to be from hair removal. Plucking, shaving, IPLing, the whole shebang. Honestly, that's a video in itself. I'm going to dedicate, I talk about it so much, I'm going to dedicate a video to the whole facial hair of it all, because doesn't it just drive you crazy? The last thing that I wanted to mention is the Laneige sleeping mask. Haven't you all heard of this? I keep seeing the funky coloured ones. These last forever. I don't need another one yet. It's not finished. And I keep seeing they've done all these different colours, like stripy colours, all these different colours, all these different flavours, scents, whatever. And so I want to try another one. Before we go on holiday, I might treat myself. There are certain things that I always feel like, you know, new socks, new pants, bit of new skincare for holiday. Don't you think? Maybe I'll treat myself. It's a classic though. The berry one is a classic and it's great. Also, I wanted to mention how I do this skincare generally. So I will do, either in the bath or the shower, usually in the bath, I'll do my cleansing. So like that's my facial brush type thing. And then I get out of the bath. This is where it gets exciting. I go downstairs. I sit in the living room. This is the same with like, I do my like detangling of my hair. It takes so long. And I like to leave a little bit of time between each step. And if I do it in front of the mirror like I'm doing right now, it's like, I'm not gonna do like 15 minutes. It feels like forever. So I go downstairs and I do this in front of the sofa, on the sofa, in front of the TV. You know, just not so antisocial. And I have this beautiful little bag that I keep everything in. And I just sit on the sofa and do my stuff. I might throw in a mask here or there. I might throw in something that's like specific to a problem I'm having at the time, or that I want to do like a little bit of extra something. And that, again, if you'd be interested, I'll do like a follow-up on the like extras that I do skincare wise, because I'm all about it. But I did just want to share that because does everybody, I used to do it in bed, like before bed, I'd get into bed, put all the things on. Now I like to do it as quickly after cleansing as possible. So I do it downstairs. Anyone else? Do you all sit in the bathroom or stand in the bathroom and do it? I feel so odd doing it the way I do it, but it just works for me, you know? Anyway, I will leave everything. Oh, I forgot something. It's because it was not next to everything else. Right, there is a final step. It's Rapid Brow. It's the Eyebrow Enhancing Serum. I don't know if you can tell, you know my red microbladed eyebrows? I don't know if you can tell, but they've got actual hair on them now. I've grown so much hair from using this. I used this years and years ago and was really impressed by it. And I think I went to a brow bar and had my brows tinted and shaped. And I remember just being like, oh my God, I can't believe they're my eyebrows. This was before microblading. But recently I've been like, am I going to go and get powder brows, try something different? What am I going to do? And I thought I'll try and grow out my own brows and see if I can like have them tinted and shaped and cover that weird pink microblading hangover. I don't know. I'll let you know. It only lasts for as long as these hairs last. So once you're in the next growth cycle, because your hair's shed and then you get a new whatever, like if I put this in now, it might last me even 6 months. That would be generous, but even 6 months. And then I just go back to like the brows that I used to have. So it is something that you need to be using relatively regularly, but it's super effective. It really does work. I do get some redness above my brows because I'm maybe a little bit heavy-handed, which is again why we go back to the Skin in Me, because I am heavy-handed. If you don't tell me this is the exact amount to use, like I could just use that whole thing. I'll put a bit more on, put a bit more on. It's not great. It's not ideal. So someone telling me this is the exact amount to use for now, that the daily doser from Skin in Me, if it were me, I'd use like 3 or 4 times what it gives me. So it's perfect. Anyway, like I said, I'll link everything for you below. I'll list everything that I mentioned. Obviously, go and check out Skin in Me if you haven't already. I'll also link that video that I mentioned where I do like the before and after. That's a video from the very beginning where I was just, wow, this is amazing. So yeah, hopefully that's helpful. And if you've used it specifically for the same problem areas as me, the melasma, the pigmentation, I'd love to know. Yeah, thanks so much, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!